Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Angry Rebels 1979. We're doing episode 49, the results, which is now I can get back to it too. Episode 49 is actually an adaptation of chapter 32 of the book. The pass list is out.
Oh,
Basically, it's not the same. Like the results are out. The results, whatever you want, the pass list, whatever you want to
okay.
call it.
Gee, I
Um,
wonder if Anne will get into the college or not.
well,
No,
it
she
makes sense that
won't.
she would anyway.
Oh, good for
All
her.
right. Well, sure. It's not like it's hard to guess, is it?
No,
All
Despite
it's
right.
all
not.
the suspense they were trying to
Let's
build
start
with
before the
it.
opening.
See, all right. All right, everybody. So 3, 2, 1, click. Not to mention, Shiroi, as demonstrated by now, like the most of the meat of a slice of life story is in the journey rather than the destination. Because
Not
if
to
the
mention,
journey is
sorry.
not a, because it's the journey that renders the payoff destination all the better. So go on to.
Not to mention, Shirai, the more important question it will be how much we will suffer today instead.
No. We'll be fine today. It's just happy that Anne got in. We're
Mm-hmm.
fine. We're fine today.
Oh, you gave
Look,
away
in
the
the meantime,
result.
I didn't make this joke because we were in the middle of the episode, but I might as well. So basically, what you're telling me, Teo and Shiroi, about the whole I wish this show would stop doing the time moves faster when we get older type thing. So what you're telling me is that this show is now making you feel old.
I mean, that too as well, but it's kind of like what I mentioned a couple of episodes ago. Like, it gets too close to comfort a lot of times.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not so much what makes me feel old, just
It's
makes
not.
me
It's
feel a
not
bit
technically.
uncomfortable.
It's not like it's technically doing anything wrong. It's just that again.
When dealing with the concept of mortality, you should if it's get close to comfort, that means it's actually achieving its effect. That's kind of how it is.
Well, good, but I didn't ask for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my M for isekai. I'm really having comedy. Thank you.
Indeed.
Oh yes, the agony of waiting.
Think of one of you has failed. You're all sad. Now get out.
There is actually a story written by an Italian writer that I think has been exported into, as I call it, the Desert of the Tartars, which all plays about this concept of paranoia, of expectations about a group of soldiers that are supposed to wait the invaders, but they never come, and they're literally consumed by their own fears.
In the meantime, Gilbert's doing some farm work.
Yes, I can see. Oh, hello there.
Remember though, he's also waiting for the results. So
Yeah, everyone is on the nerve, basically. They're trying to do what we can to, pass the time.
Something that is present in all adaptations. Gilbert, which again is in the book, Gilbert really wants to become a medical doctor.
I mean, it makes sense.
Again, I do really appreciate the voice actors because they genuinely do take the account of changing their inflection not to reflect the age of the characters. I get that that's just standard stuff, but like I said, for a dub that was technically made at a time when English dubs of anime were, well, let's face it, not very good. It's nice to see that this was an outlier. Go on.
It feels interesting. It's a kind of a transitional piece between the super fast-paced, awkward type of dubs that stuff like Speed Racer got,
I
and
know,
the more
Joe,
modern ones.
Gotta cut corner somewhere, like I say. Let's see.
And And then it turns out that they got the wrong sack, and then they have to chase after the carriage.
The tension is palpable.
And Shirley, 2 out of 100.
Jesus.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, that's true. Remember, he had that thing where his exam went really badly.
Mhm.
Or
So
so he
he's at a
says,
point.
anyway.
Hmm. Well, I can relate to this. I'm sure we can all relate to this, where we have a really bad exam, so we just feel no confidence in the results at all. So.
I feel like maybe the experience was bad for him, but he may not have actually have done as bad as he thought.
Yes, yeah, sometimes that happens, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I can understand things from his
Yeah.
position.
What I'm saying is like, well, it feels more like they're building it up for a case where he feels it went bad, but it actually didn't go that bad, as opposed to him
Well, let's see how
actually
it is.
having a bad exam.
Let's see. So yeah,
it
still
feels,
nothing.
That scene, it just feels just like at home in a King's Quest game.
Nothing. Plot twist. The results were never in the paper.
What's a good death pun involving the mail?
It is interesting, like this is something that I also, again, learned as a kid. So back in the old days, people would learn stuff like that via newspapers. It's interesting. So,
yeah.
It is an interesting thing to,
The
think about.
newspapers sometimes were even the only way you could learn where someone actually died.
Yeah.
Necrology and stuff.
It's a conspiracy, damn it.
They all failed so badly that they didn't have the heart to print the results.
Yeah, damn.
Of course.
You know what? Let's just keep them in blissful ignorance.
I'm sure
Sometimes
we can handle
ignorance
the
is a
pressure.
good thing.
So I'm sure we can handle the pressure.
Eventually they'll have to stop hoping they got in when they turn 70.
It's like those people online who keep saying I'm like 30 something and still waiting for my Hogwarts letter.
Of course. Though, okay, there's something a bit similar to that, but basically, and this time actually for a real life event. My grandma was actually, so one of my grandmas was actually supposed to actually graduate properly at like high school and everything, but the LA's kind of bombed her school during the graduation day. So all the results kind of got destroyed. Whoops.
Oh.
So did she ever figure out if she got in or not?
No.
Anyway, the point is, like Miss Allen says, don't think about it, just leave each day one day at a time. That way, when the results do come in, and you do pass, because she's confident she'll pass it, it will be all the more satisfying. So just don't think about it for now.
And you have a very active imagination. I'm sure you can think of something else.
That's the thing, Sheila. Remember, as we've already established, with age, she kind of stopped being as imaginative. Remember, she doesn't even call it Lake of the Shining Waters anymore. She calls it Barry's Pond now. So
I'm sure she could find a book to read.
Probably, yeah.
oh, sure, definitely.
Damn it! All these animes are getting political these days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, everybody, anime was always political.
Yeah, still have to eat.
Maybe she is going to become Bat Ann after all. And I intend to. One dead squirrel at a time. Jesus, Anne, please don't go on a killing spree.
Don't you see, Jova, the stairs at the beginning were really a sign. The results are finally starting to be paying off.
Let's make an exception this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not distract ourselves by learning the farm work? Why not?
Yeah, the sharp bit's not supposed to be pointing there.
You see, David Cage, this is how you make someone do farm work. Instead of just having him pick up the hay, throw it. Pick up the hay, throw it. All right, picnic.
Ah, even the horse is getting in on lunch.
Exactly.
They're a horse. Their lunch is everywhere.
And there you go. And of course, her first time sleeping on a pile of hay.
The hay's gonna get everywhere in your hair, darling.
It's gonna be fine.
But it looks good visually and animation-wise, so we'll do it anyway.
Also, don't put that in your mouth. You don't know how many rats have been in there.
But she looks cool doing it, Shiroi.
Yeah.
It's classic imagery.
It's interesting because considering both the Adventures of Tom Sawyer and this novel came out around the same time in their respective countries, and they both have that same imagery actually. So that's kind of interesting.
I wonder if we'll be getting more exceptions later down the line.
All right, today is Jerry's turn to take a nap.
Are you sure about that? Because you were sure cowed in fear of that girl when she was talking up a storm.
He's afraid of all women.
Which is
Except
why
for
I
Anne,
question if he
Anne's
truly...
and the special exception.
Which is why
I mean,
question
initially.
Yeah. You know, Anne.
You're one to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. You know, Anne, maybe as a hobby, you could maybe look at stuff and commentate on it as you read or watch it of sorts.
Yeah, let's play I Spy, Anne.
My name is Anne, and today I'm going to commentate on this
this book called Anne of Green Gables that I wrote.
Meta.
It's about me.
So meta.
And please don't fall into a bout of despair, which shows me that something is wrong when I see that the chores aren't done. I sense that my teacher has died.
No.
And sense a disturbance in the force.
The voice suddenly cried in terror and was suddenly silenced.
Have a cup of tea and a nap, Anne.
That's exactly why she was disappointed that she couldn't go to Rachel's house. She wants to keep her mind occupied so that she doesn't think about the results.
But seeing the teacher's photo automatically brought her mind back to it. It's the newspaper of fate. Oh God, the way Anne's eyes were twitching, that is downright level 5 of Hinamizawa syndrome.
It's, yeah, she's incredibly nervous.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can you blame her?
The time has come, Anne, to meet your fate!
There you go. Both her and Gilbert are first.
Oh, there you go. Crisis over.
Not only did you pass, you beat Gilbert. Congratulations.
Well, she didn't beat...
There you go.
Look at the thing first.
That's the thing, Shuri. She didn't beat Gilbert. She tied with Gilbert.
But her name's first. That's all that matters.
Oh, please don't tell me that she burns accidentally the paper.
Come on, Anne. Pull yourself together.
Anne,
Jesus
wait.
And don't burn the result.
Wait, hold on. What's Anne even worried about? Diane already revealed the results to her, so...
She wants to see it for herself.
like Diane.
Okay, she didn't burn the paper. That's good.
Yet, she's holding them very closely.
Search your feelings, Anne. You know it to be true.
Told you.
99, whereas Gilbert had 98. So yes, and
Hold on. That was only on the one subject, English. There, though, that didn't show all the subjects compiled.
Never mind. You're right. Yeah.
You all did it together.
Because you're evenly heroes. Of course.
It's what she deserves.
Again, Josie is just going to become the Green Goblin at some point with how much she locks horns with everyone. Going insane, you say? Yes, that sounds like a very good idea.
And blink.
And
She's too excited to blink.
It's been nearly 30 seconds. Please blink.
It serves the animation.
Yeah.
And blink.
Diane isn't blinking either.
No, hold on. We've seen more scenes with Anne to her back, so we can at least assume she blinked at that point. And we've been seeing this entire time who has not
I guess
blinked.
in these universes, everyone's eyes don't need to be moisturized too much.
By alphabetical order.
Even have viewings.
Boy, it's kind of ironic given Rachel was the one who made Marilla afraid that this girl would poison her. Again, kind of singing a different tune now that this girl's a flipping success, are you?
Also, it made the composer so quirky that he used a xylophone.
Everyone must hear about this! Hear ye, hear ye!
Yay.
I mean, yeah, the place is small, so might as well.
Well, I guess we are officially gonna have to deal with not living with her anymore now. Ooh, feast.
Can we tie up the bard?
No, he's actually busy in another town.
I'm just surprised that you'd think the prime minister would have a butler to handle the serving, but I guess not.
A toast to none of us being failures.
How embarrassing would
Life
it
is
have...
listening.
You know, how embarrassing would it have been if one of them actually did fail while the others succeeded?
Me too.
Yeah.
Glory to Avonlea.
Allow me. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations,
Jova, we don't have
congratulations.
penguins.
What do you mean congratulations, Jova?
No, I'm referencing a certain anime that Tio
Oh, I
is
know.
familiar with.
I know what you're referencing. It's just that I'm answering your reference with a reference.
But if Anne's not in Green Gables, can we truly call it Anne of Green Gables?
That's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of why
well-
the second book is called Anne of Avonlea.
No. It'll be called Anne of.
Anne of. Well, that's well, most of the books are called Anne of something, so yeah, that kind of works.
Yeah, Anne of. This is as simple as how Anne feels she doesn't have a home.
Another thing that Marilla taught her how to do.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Indeed.
How do you
Sure.
know we're watching,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Narrator?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
sorry,
what if
Don't even
we're
worry
busy?
about it.
I mean, what if we're
Because-
busy next week?
because I am the narrator. I am I am everywhere and
Omniscient, yeah.
anywhere. I am
What if we're busy next week and can't watch it? Eh? What would you say to that?
Well, then you can just watch it in the reruns.
If you
Reruns
say
of this.
so.
All right.
Well, there must have been. I mean, this was before home video was a thing.
So that was our Great Gables episode 39. We all don't suck. Final thoughts?
It was a good
Yeah, yeah.
episode and one of triumph.
Yeah.
It was a nice change of pace from all the downtrodden and depressing mannerisms here and there. But regardless, I mean, it wasn't too surprising, but it didn't need to be. It was just a nice new chapter in Anne's life. Kudos.
Exactly. Shiroi,
Same as Jova, pretty much.
Theo.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, it's a more of a slow episode than the previous ones. It takes actually a bit to get to results. It's mostly focalized on that side from and learning actual farm work, but it's still fine for what he wants to do. Next.
I particularly this, like I said, this is kind of a payoff episode. Everything that we've seen from her ever since she went to school, and everything since we first started, she was a very bright young girl. Even when I first met her, this is the final ultimate payoff to everything that's come to pass. And again, like I said, one particular thing that Takata added was that final scene of her thanking God for her good fortune and everything, which is a nice detail because it serves as a nice little payoff for that moment in episode 2 where Marilla teaches her how to pray. So that's a nice addition. Thanks, Takata-san. So tune in next time, everybody, for episode 40, The Hotel Concert, which is an adaptation of the chapter of the same name.
All right, then. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.